ladies first, sportsy. What are you doing, old sport? Is this your first time using a portal, or something? One tends to jump into the front of a portal, sportsy, not the back. What are you doing, old sport? Is this your first time using a portal, or something? One tends to jump into the front of a portal, sportsy, not the back. We've arrived, feasty eyes, sportsy. Yeah, don't say, sportsy. This realm represents any Freddy's locations that were built in the late 80s, I believe. So, plastic robots could be lurking around anywhere, and you know as well as I do that just one's bite. Right behind you, old sport. Frankly, I don't know why we even bothered repairing these plastic shitboards. Should have just thrown those things out the window, brought back the older models. We got more sexual harassment complaints from that chick in that. Ugh. Your typical Freddy's poor release button. You'd be surprised just how useful a metal blast door is when you've got a deranged fox robot sprinting towards you. And by extension, your frontal lobe. Maintenance shelves. There's a skull in that tool box, by the way. maintenance shelves. There's a skull in that toolbox, by the way. Frankly, I don't know why we even bothered repairing these plastic shitboards. Should've just thrown those things out the window, brought back the older models. We got more sexual harassment complaints from that chicken than... Freddy's vending machines. These things were fairly decent back in the late 70s. You could get an array of overpriced junk food from any machine, and that health wave hit America. Long story short, they took powdered donuts out of the machine, and I lit one of these babies on fire. When that didn't work, I tried dismantling Funtime Faxi over and over again. I don't think they ever connected that the two events were related, to be frank. Freddy's vending these things were fairly decent. You could get in that. Long story short, they took powdered donuts out of the machine. When that didn't work, I tried dismantling Funtime Faxi. I don't think they ever connected that the two events were related. Maintenance shelves. There's a skull in that toolbox, by the way. Oh, good lord, this thing. They had to stop shipping these things to the Freddy's locations. Why on earth you'd want a plastic robot that can tell kids about the dolphins and rattlesnakes is beyond me. All it takes is for this thing to correctly predict when one customer is gonna die. And you have a murder lawsuit on your hands. Your typical Freddy's poor relief button. You'd be surprised just how useful a metal blast door is when you've got a deranged fox robot sprinting towards you, and by extension, your frontal lobe. Your typical Freddy's. You'd be surprised just how useful a metal blast door is when you've got a deranged fox, and by extension, your frontal lobe. Looks like it. Sportsy. How strange. I've never seen anything like that here before. I wonder if it's possible to go too far down and find yourself trapped. Worry not, Sporthole. I happen to vaguely recall us seeing a door release button in one of the rooms that we passed. I'm sure the closed blast door and the button are hooked up to one another. We press the button, up that fucker comes. Come on, Sportsy. Time to press a motherfucking button. Clank. That ought to do it, alright? Come on, I've just realized the perfect place to check. If my suspicions about this ethereal location are correct, this place should have a prize corner. If any room in this place is unimaginably and horrifyingly haunted, it'll be the one. Oh, please, that's where Matt worked. Even the spirit world respects how creepy the fucking virgin was. Come on, Sportsy, that ghost ain't gonna bust itself. Well, here we are, Sportsy, the prize corner. Look at that counter, in all of its horrifying hauntedness. Give it a second. Maybe something will pop into existence if we sit in silence for 3 or so seconds. Well, there we have it, old sport. Something. Wait, hold on a second. Sportsy, why are you calling that thing D? Isn't that a human name for girls? Why on earth are you calling it that? In the flesh, or whatever the scaly hide covering my body is made out of. D, relax. I've learned my lesson in junk. I'm aiming for this thing some fucking noodle lives. I'm going to fill that plastic fucking mask of yours with cow cheese for my nachos. Hey, don't talk about my orange baby that way. Bunk, I'll give it to you, puppet face. You sure don't go down easy. Wait, should I have known that? Wait, hang on a second, younger girl. The one Henry took away from. I was never okay with what Henry did, I swear. I tried to talk him out of it. What? What do you? Sportsy. How did you know what that thing's name was? Oh, no, I had no. What? What? Henry told me. I was doing you a favor. I do remember my own childhood, if you could call it that. I'm sorry to hear that. I take it Jack is Sportsy's true name, then. Hey, don't worry, sis. I know how you feel. I never had any parents either. Well, from a young age, I was cast out of an orphanage. Turns out nobody really wants to adopt an orphan kid. New York City in the 1950s. Good luck if you were homeless. You'd be lucky to get a nickel most days. People find goodwill and charity tedious, after so long of hearing about the needy children. So, I learned how to play the trombone. I formed the bread, drank rainwater, slept wherever it wasn't wet. I survived, didn't I? Well, I ran away from home. Went rogue, traveled for a while through upstate New York. Drank rainwater in Utica, steam dams in Albany. Then, near the border, I saw something different, something wondrous. Dr. Miller's Fantastical Circus, where fantasy is made real and life has meaning. A local traveling circus stopping right on its way to Vegas. I snuck in, not having a ticket, and my God, quite the place, let me tell you. Hot dogs, clowns, lions, excitement. And in the center of it all stood the ringmaster. A stout fella, pink complexion, in a pinstripe outfit, with his signature hat and bow tie. He was Dr. Henry Miller. I was standing in his circus. He thanked everyone for coming down, and welcomed us to his show. Promised to show us earth-shattering illusions. He guaranteed to prove that the impossible was possible, or your money back. Granted, I snuck in, but I was intrigued by the claim nonetheless. And boy, did he make the impossible possible. Cannons fired on instinct, as if they were sentient. Trapeze artists levitated from bar to bar. Every damn act shattered at least one thing that I thought I knew about reality. The circus itself traveled west, and then south, hitting several stops in the Midwest. I followed the circus around, getting a good view of the show most nights, and every single show was incredible. Henry even had a clown persona that he'd done occasionally, got on really well with kids. That guy knew how to act. Well, it never quite reached Vegas. Unfortunately, people tended to turn up missing in towns the circus reached. Bad luck, I guess. The police called it off and arrested the lion tamer, since the disappearances were investigated as murders. I heard that guy got put to death. Serves him right, ruining Henry's circus, filthy drunk. Oh, trust me, Henry testified in court, saw him do it. Henry was a good man and a big dreamer. Even after that, he never quite let go of his dream of bringing fantasy to life. He decided to put his doctorate in robotics to use and started up his own restaurant, Freddy's Family Diner. All he needed was a hand to help perform on stage, manage customers, invest a little money into his dream. I was a young man at this point, and had saved a little bit of money up, so I could change my life. I just knew it. Henry's dream would change my life forever. I gave him all of the money I had, and told him that I'd always be there to lend a hand. He cared about me, gave me my own character, let me help him write jokes for his shows. He gave me meaning. He was the first person that taught me how to dream. What? It's okay. I know Henry did bad things. He meant well, and wanted to be a good person. Me and Sportsy want to right Henry's wrongs, and fix everything. We can still have a happy ending. See, I'm useful. What is it, old sport? What do you mean, sportsy? My God, that's incredibly concerning. D, that ain't me. That's the part of my soul that can't let go. Couldn't even let go of my own dead body. Sportsy, I'm gonna keep an eye out for what my reality incarnate is up to. Keep your guard up. Why, Sportsy, don't leave me alone with her for more than a month, or she'll start getting ideas. Violent, depraved ideas. Oh, please, if I had 1 foot long noodle lips, I'd do some. Hello, welcome back to the Start Your Own Freddy Fast and His Pizza Kit 1993 edition. Let's cut the shit, old sport. I know you're listening to this. Who on earth would buy a franchising kit from a company that killed dozens of innocent children, aside from you? We are a family, old sport. You were lost, but you soon will be found. I'm going to come find you, old sport. I'm going to come find you.
I'm God.
Why, hello there, old sport. Quite the place you have here, Sportsy. This place is the works. You know what you would set this place on. And choosing to salvage me, the best choice of all. I knew you couldn't keep away. You couldn't forget the fun that we had together. I haven't forgotten either. Sportsy. See, 30 whole days alone, working at a fast food restaurant is enough to drive anyone to murder. All I can think about is how much fun we had together. The good old days. I'm glad you chose to salvage me. Compared to that moldy bear that you salvaged the month before, I'm a real steal. Sportsy, do you remember the good old days? I know you still do. Come on, there's nothing to fear, old sport. Take my hand and you'll... Sportsy, you hate this place. You hated working at Freddy's. Let's cut this shit and stop pretending that any of this was in the reclaim what we had before. And I'll admit that this place is fairly authentic. What? You're missing one final piece of the puzzle. The final audition colored piece. Old sport, it'll be so easy. It'll be just like before. Who the fuck had missed one lousy kid? We could get away with it any day of the week. Sportsy, I promise you, stick with me. I can make you a star. I can give you immortal life. I can make good on all of my empty promises from before. Please don't throw me down on the current. Old sport, yeah, son of a bitch, come here. Boy, am I glad that you made the right choice. If you hadn't, shit's gonna go down again, Sportsy. And you and I, we're in this together. We're gonna take reality for a ride, Sportsy. It sure fucking is, Sportsy. Hey, Sportsy, wanna see my party trick? Yes, you do. Watch this. dot dot. You can lie to me, Sportsy. I know you're into this. I like to call it on that baby's delicious tri-step plan. Try is 3 in German. Alliteration is key when one is planning a debaucherous foray. Of course I do, Sportsy. I'm a little rusty. Oh, my Russian is far better. Sure do, old sport. Don't see the rest of the old sport. Ain't China stuff, Sportsy. Any self-respecting official you kill should be able to ask for vodka in the language that'll get you vodka the quickest. Do I look like I'm fluent in Gaelic, old sport? Oh, you. Oh, right. Well, it's kind of a fun secret for now. If I tell you what steps 2 and 3 are, you might violently attack me or run for the hills. Oh, believe me, it is Sportsy. Step 1. Let's snatch us a kid in. Not kids. A kid. 1 kid will do us this time. We ain't in the 80s anymore, old sport. Long gone are the days where 3 kids could fall down a storm drain and nobody bat an eyelash. Why go 4 or 5? We only need to snag 1. That kid is the ticket to your freedom and to the end of the Freddy story. Oh, but of course, this place, it's killing you. Look at this godforsaken joint. Paper plates, kid children, bear suits, doggos. It's what we were trying to escape from before. I get it. You lured me here, and we're together again. You've set up the dominoes for us nicely. Now, let's do that. Let's end the Freddy's timeline with a bang. 1 last victim. That's the spirit. Come on, Sportsy. Let's go join the party. Look at this one, Sportsy. Boy, did I choose wonderfully. It's go time. Nonsense. This one's just right. You chose this, sportsy. This is what you wanted. This is what all of this has amounted to. Oh, and kid. Next time, learn to walk before you visit the Freddy's location. Makes escaping me less impossible. Yes, sportsy. I'll take care of this little situation for you. Free in charge. The panel's great. Ah, what a party pooper. You know what? No. I'm not gonna pretend that I can't see this obvious bullshit. Sportsy, why don't we cut the fucking act? You're damn right I do, old sport. I've been watching out of my own eyes, from my own body, monitoring the real world. I saw what you did. He's been killing kids, D. He killed the kid at work today. Christ, saying that you killed the kid today is being generous. The kid that you slaughtered today was practically an infant. And you piece of shit, you haven't learned a damn thing. Don't you dare. That ain't me. That thing ain't me. All of this free to souls shit is just that. Bullshit. I see it now. You knew exactly what you were doing. You were trying to lure us further and further into the flip side. You were gonna lure the rest of us all to the same place and commit genocide. That thing ain't your brother. Maybe it once was, but not anymore. Your brother died years ago. This thing isn't human. Nice fucking try, Sportsy. Your facade has been shattered. Like hell I'm letting him leave. We're containing him. You don't have to fight with me, D. You just have to keep fighting him. That's your sister that you're talking to? What kind of fucking animal? Well, that's that. Then, is it? She's gone. You destroyed her. Sportsy, I'm not gonna keep fighting till there's nothing left in me to. What? Let me tell you one thing. I'll admit it, your sister sure didn't go down easy. What? Here's the thing about Dave motherfucking Miller, Sportsy. I don't stay down at all. I will come back. I always do. You can leave this place, but I will pursue you. I will find you. Maybe not physically, but believe me, I will. Every night, for the rest of your life, you will suffer nightmares. You will remember every bad thing that has ever happened to you. Just know, that'll be me, my soul, in your head. You're free to run now and never return to this place. If you'd like. What? I will find you. You will never be alone again.
Hello? 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 Uh, 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 uh,
you back, Sportsy. This place is fucking boring without yet. There's nothing worth doing here. Yet, but I'm only half of the dude act, Sportsy. You're the shit to my gang. The tangerine to my ambition. The cantaloupe to my heliotrope. I'm just glad that you're here now, because today, we get to do a fun multiplayer friends activity. I like to call it pin the tail on a donkey. Except the tail is false evidence. And he asked this. Well, before I ask that we're gonna be framing for what we did to that gondola. We're gonna pin someone for our famous misdeeds. Me too. You'd be surprised how difficult it can be to get away without leaving a trace behind. I sanded off my fingerprints years ago, but damn it. When you keep accidentally leaving buffalo wing sauce at the scene of the crime, eventually, people are gonna point to the hulking purple dude wearing a big steak with buffalo wing sauce. I've lost perfectly good bits to the criminal confiscation chest. They kept getting lost with all of the other bits in there. Granted, those ones were usually stained with blood, not barbecue sauce. They should have wrapped mine in foil to stop my precious sauce mingling with that filthy mongrel murder blood. Not with the murder blood on a bit. I do have standards, old sport. This is gonna be a ride, Sportsy. Oh, you... Okay, let's begin. Night guards. Anyone who wears a shirt and trying at night is probably a serial killer anyway. So, hitting murders on night guards is easy pickings. Plus, those fucks are nocturnal, which coppers are mostly not. Which means, when he's tracked in for the interrogation, soon he'll be lonely and mess up his alibi. Let's see here. Is it... Nah, bad idea, Sportsy. Well, old sport. What's more satisfying than having your manager figure out your guilt last minute and watching him attempt to tear you a new asshole? Annoyed and phony is just part of the chaos. Can't enjoy that if phony's behind boss, can you? It's your choice, but I think that'd be a bad idea myself. Come on, Sportsy, it's time to make a choice. The night guard, good choice. Well, he's not a night guard yet. What? I can fuzz the books, make everything look hunky-dory. This'll be an open and shut case. Why, this'll be so easy. Planting false evidence is a specialty of mine. Just the fun ones. Lockpicking, planting, pickpocketing, public intoxication, shoplifting, robbery, manslaughter. You say that, old sport. What? Have you ever dropped a cinder block on a man's head from 500 feet? I haven't either, but believe me, it's on the list. Well, then, we've got a game plan. I'll get to implicating. You go have some fun. Sportsy. Go whatever hair-brain activity you can think of. When you're done speaking to those coppers after work, don't forget to come back here. Sportsy, do you remember what I said to you the other time we went to Vegas together? Hey, Sportsy, let's fucking spit roast this hooker together. Just be one. If our dicks touch inside her, and you don't stay no homo, we will have to sleep in separate beds tonight. I told you that I'm finally ready to pay you what I owe you, silly. 35 years later, of course. I'll have a surprise for you, and it's the greatest gift I can give you. A promise I should have never forgotten about. I'll see you soon, Sportsy. Today's gonna be fucking great. I sure hope so, Sportsy. Ciao.
Hello, Mr. Kennedy. It is I, your humble police officer, here to investigate the fact a toddler went missing in your restaurant. I will. Yes. I am a cop. Goodbye.
Hello, welcome back to the Start Your Own Freddy Fast and His Pizza Kit, 1993 edition. Let's cut the shit, old sport. I know you're listening to this. Who on earth would buy a franchising kit from a company that killed dozens of innocent children, aside from you? We are a family, old sport. You were lost, but you soon will be found. I'm going to come find you, old sport. I'm going to come find you.
Hello? Hello? Uh, 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 uh,
Why, hello there, old sport. Quite the place you have here, Sportsy. This place is the worst. You knew what you were doing. Setting this place on. And choosing to salvage me, the best choice of all. I knew you couldn't keep away. You couldn't forget the fun that we had together. I haven't forgotten either. Sportsy, see, 30 whole days alone, working at a fast food restaurant is enough to drive anyone to murder. All I can think about is how much fun the good old days. I'm glad you chose to salvage me, compared to that moldy bear that you salvaged the month before. I'm a real Steve. Sportsy, do you remember the good old days? I know you still do. Come on, there's nothing to fear, old sport. Take my hand and you'll... Sportsy, you hate this place. You hated working at Freddy's. Let's cut this shit and stop pretending that any of this wasn't to reclaim what we had before. And I'll admit that this place is fairly authentic. What? You're missing one final piece of the puzzle. The final audition-colored piece. Old sport, it'll be so easy. It'll be just like before. Who the fuck had missed one lousy shit? We could get away with it any day of the week. Sportsy, I promise you, stick with me. I can make you a star. I can give you immortal life. I can make good on all of my empty promises from before. Please don't throw me down on the current. Sportsy, you don't... Oh, let me tell you, you have no fucking clue what you've just done. So, you salvage me, and as soon as I'm back, you decide to fuck me out onto the current. Sportsy, honey, do you really think I'm gonna give in? That I'll let this go? Mark my fucking words, old sport. We are a family, and family doesn't give up on family. A kid is gonna go missing here, old sport. And mark my fucking words, you are gonna learn what it means to lose something dear to you. I will come back, old sport. I always do. Goodbye, old fuck.
Hello, I am the health inspector, and you are the owner, correct? It is a pleasure to. Hold on. That face, I know it. My father once showed me a photograph of you and him together. Do you remember this? He said you were awful, and you made him explode. Well, then, let us begin the health inspection. Yes, I've seen nothing but this room for the last 10 minutes. What was that? Health violation. Bring me to the next room, please. Are you stalling for time? Is it a yes? I would like to see the toilets. These toilets don't look awfully clean. Then again, you should have seen the last Freddy's location that my father surveyed. Some insane person blew up a urinal. Let's move on. Okay, the tour's over. Look, I'll be honest. It's amazing that the roof hasn't caved in yet, with the amount of rats, mold and asbestos above us. This place is dangerous. Every second we're here, our combined life expectancy falls by at least 3 minutes. I'm going to have to shut this place down, like, right now. Why not? Well, it is my son's birthday next month. If you host this party here free of charge, I'll let you guys off the hook. I said I was a parent, not a good parent. Okay, enough. I will see you later, deranged orange man.
Oh no.
That sounds lame, Scott. I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that. Oni. Like a rock. You rotary funk. Oh yeah. Well, watch this. Oni. Pick up the facts. Pick up the facts. Pick up the facts. Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon. Hey, wanna get a bite to eat? All of that fast throwing really makes you whip up an appetite. Last one to keep on hug is the rotten eggplant.
Hello? Hello, hello?
Sportsy. Oh, sport. I've been watching reality me, and you made the right choice today. I'm glad. You did the right thing, and now we can continue our work. I'll make sure to keep an eye out for any of Reality Dave's future shenanigans. Oh, sport. Do you remember the phone face that worked at that Colorado Freddy's location that we also worked at in the late 80s? Ah, right. Were you actually guilty, or am I remembering wrong? Yeah, he's here as well, one layer down from us. Deeper into the flip side. Well, that's what we're asking you, Sportsy. I like him. He didn't give a shit. Didn't treat me like I was subhuman. As far as bosses go, he was one of the better ones I've had. Hell yeah, Sportsy. We're gonna see a phone face again. After you, Sportsy. I've been down this far once before. Keep your wits about yet. Tony doesn't take it kindly to visitors. Oh, shit. Wound up, Scott. Rip and Funk, you iffy faxes.
Yo, can have a road. Yes,